when I prefer you to come here, even retreat, anything, I said I'm not coming. But let me start by thanking you, the organizers of this event, and those who are working hard in the area of tourism in Nigeria. You know, whenever I say Nigeria is a productive country, the first thing people say to me is, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Whenever I shout that we must move the country from consumption to production, I talk about every area. No area in particular will you say the country is working. No area. Because if there is, you will see the difference in everything. Tourism, for example, can generate a lot of income for Nigeria. We have very interesting places to go. Even we in Nigeria don't. I can tell you, the average Nigerian today, he has the opportunity, wants to fly to Europe, wants to fly to America, where there's little or nothing to see, than go around Nigeria where we have a lot to see and appreciate. I told me an interesting story. Now, years back, I wore and trained a normal local clothes. And I went to a shopping center in London with a friend of mine, which is my account. And the white man saw me and said, this looks awesome. It's fantastic. Where did you buy it? I said, it's from Nigeria. I said, oh, that's far away. I won't have that. But I said, maybe when I'm coming back again, if you give me your contact, I'll buy one for you. And he talked to me and said, what if I buy this one you're wearing? And I gave him a price that was over. I said, okay, yes, you can buy it for £100. This is something I showed them for about less than £10. He said, yes, I'll wait here. So I just jumped into my car, drove to my house, changed it and brought it down for £100. We have all the things. Comparable countries with Nigeria are making a fortune from tourism. Today, after they had BRICS country, if I don't know, after the BRICS country were introduced, which was Brazil, Russia, India, and China, then South Africa eventually, another one that did. They tried to form what they call mint country. Those mint countries were Mexico, Indonesia, Nigeria, and Turkey. If you go along those countries I mentioned today, the other three are making a fortune from tourism. Mexico is making a lot of revenue today from tourism. Indonesia, you know areas of Indonesia, Bali, everything, are making a fortune from tourism. Turkey, of all these countries, the nearest one to us is Turkey. So I'm going to use Turkey to show you what is happening. Turkey today, in terms of land size, Turkey and Nigeria is only about 20%, bigger than Turkey. Turkey is about 783,000 just plus square kilometers. We are 923,000 thereabouts square kilometers. Turkey in 2024 made billion from tourism. That is far more that we make from oil and all other foreign revenues from tourism. 62 million, over 62 million people visit Turkey in 1 year. What are they offering? Whatever the offering we have, we don't even make 10% of what they make from tourism. From tourism. We're not even making that. So imagine if I focus on local tourism and if we're able to make a third of what they're making. That should be about $20 billion from tourism. And we have what it takes to do that. We have what it takes to do that. We have sites, good places to go. Everything from villa to everything to the case. We have so many places to go, which we're not doing. And everything. And I always say it, whenever we talk, people say, oh, maybe you're criticizing the government. I'm not criticizing any government. We can't have a situation where we have leaders who will tell us every day that going to holidays abroad. The Turkish president does not leave Turkey for holidays in another person's country. The American president doesn't travel out of America for holidays. Neither do other leaders in the world go outside their country for holidays. That is what we must institute. Those who say they are leaders, you are on holidays and everything, are senators, legislators, House of Rep members, House of Assembly members, instead of going to visit even their own constituency, they go abroad. It will not work. I challenged last time, I said, what if the president decides to go and spend 1 week in Enugu? We used to have a very good lake there, a very smooth lake. What if he decides to go to Taraba, Mambila? What if he decides to go to Yankari? What if he decides, the only way we think, what if he decides to go to Obudu? There's so many places we can go, but we're not going there. Everybody's excited about going to London, which, to the best of my knowledge, I'm not saying it's not good to go, but we need to develop domestic tourism. It is critical, a source, an immense source of revenue. These are the things that I keep saying that we should encourage, support, and making sure. I just show you a country, what they make. But because we have oil money we're sharing, nobody here wants to be productive. Everybody just thinks every month, let's go and do it. I must thank those who are organizing this. I can thank the governor of Enugu State, who I can see is trying to put a few infrastructures that is trying to bring Enugu back. Why would somebody from Enugu, those of us from this part of the world, I'm going to Enugu for my holidays? I can tell you, to spend a week in Nikele here, it's better to spend 2 months. In most people are places that people travel to. But here you go home and tell your people we are going to Enugu for our holidays. Nobody will be excited. It's true. If you go home now and say, oh, listen, everybody, we are going to Enugu for our holidays. Everybody will keep quiet. If you say we are going to London, everybody will jump up. Right? But for us to achieve that, there's a lot we need to do. We need to secure the country. It is critical. Because there's nothing, Kenya, most part of Africa, Mauritius and everything, live off tourism. make a fortune in it. So it is important that we develop this sector aggressively. There's opportunity in this sector. We can use it to become one of those areas that will help us building a better country. I just show you a country less than our size. We have all it takes in terms of water, in terms of scenery. We have more than Turkey. Most of it. If we harness it, if we do the right things. I'm not targeting that we're going to start tomorrow and make what they're making. But we cannot continue the way we're going. We have this critical area. In Turkey, tourism is employing millions of people. Because one of the places that, if it's working, millions of people will be employed. The airports, the facilities, you might not know, most airports in Enugu, in Nigeria, actually unprofitable. But imagine if they develop domestic tourism. You see 20 flights coming to Enugu every day. The hotels will be filled up. This will be working because the effect of tourism is that it is something that is so, its contribution is so immeasurable. But I can tell you, as a big country like Nigeria, I don't think tourism contributes even 1% of our GDP. But go to other countries, you will see, like I said, I'm talking about Turkey, contribute about between 7 and 10 to their GDP. They take it as a serious government focusing on that. They call it Project Future. Tourism, very important to them. And because of it,